But here's the catch. The model works great for guys that have been in the league for a long time. The softball team went to Orem to take on UVU in the crosstown clash, but it ended up more like a crosstown bash.
There is still hope for the Cougars for this season. They could potentially get an NIT bid.
The Jazz just played their swan song, but they're crescendoing into a potentially brilliant new era of Utah basketball. You know what I'm loving, though, is the Jazz's recent hot streak. It's been phenomenal. The men's volleyball team is killing it in MPSF play. With this weekend's sweep of UCLA, they're setting themselves nicely for a bump up in the standings.
The Cougars may have been swept off the floor tonight, and the fans were disappointed about that. But there is renewed hope, and there will be opportunity for these fans to come back here to Las Vegas. Reporting in Vegas, Andrew LaRose, Y Sports.
It's March, and we all know what that means. It's tournament time. Y Sports reporter Jeff Brinton gives us a preview of what is happening in Las Vegas at the WCC tournament.
More than any other professional sport, Major League Baseball is driven by stats and has been for a very long time.
Baseball is very rich in data, so we like baseball because they've been keeping data for literally over 100 years.
And there's one particular stat that towers above the rest: the home run.
See, people kind of care about home runs, and even non-baseball people care about home runs.
That's why Dr. Gilbert Fellingham chose the long ball as the subject of his statistical model that projects how many dingers a player will hit based on their past performance.
We're predicting based on these black dots to the left, and we're predicting using that pure performance curve, the open circles to the right.
Each black circle you see represents a season that has been played, and open circles are seasons that were projected using what Fellingham calls the pure performance curve. The curve reflects factors such as the player's home stadium, the area he plays in, and the specific season being looked at.
So we got different shapes of performance curves for different ball players.
But here's the catch. The model works great for guys that have been in the league for a long time, but it doesn't work as great for younger players like Aaron Judge.
Swung on and in.
Well, that's hard to predict because we only had 1 year of data.
Though there's limitations when it comes to younger players, the model can use clustering to find players at similar points in their careers and make projections from there.
Since they have data going back so far, we had a lot of opportunities to cluster players who are currently playing with players who have already retired.
So whether it's Giancarlo Stanton, J.D. Martinez, or any other major leaguer, Fellingham's model has proven effective. They were able to accurately project over 90% of the seasons they looked at in their study, meaning the model has got some pop.
And hammers them.
Reporting in Provo, Andrew LaRose, 11 News. You may not be able to tell from how it looks now, but this stadium was packed, and the atmosphere was electric. Orleans Arena was rocking for the title game of the WCC tournament because of superfans like Jordan Lovett.
BYU huge fan, so I had to be here to root them on tonight.
The Rock didn't disappoint in the first half, providing plenty of screams and shouts for their Cougars, and their sign game was on point. But then it fell apart after the first half.
I think BYU had more confidence the first half, and the second half they lost it.
Ultimately, the Cougs fell short of WCC glory, and the disappointment started to sink in for Cougar fans, much to the delight of Zags fans.
It was amazing because we kicked your butt.
Yeah.
For their part, Gonzaga fans were expecting the Cougar crazies, but the atmosphere was less heated than expected.
We thought it was going to be a lot more contentious than it was. Your fans are insane. And it's kind of great, because they bring an atmosphere.
But they still thought that the overall feel in the arena was amazing and loved the rivalry that has been created between these two WCC powerhouses.
But it's so much fun. It's so great. This atmosphere is amazing, and the games are fun, and the rivalry is amazing.
Most fans in the white and blue just hope that this young squad can learn from this tournament and be ready the next time around.
Looks like there was no seniors on the team, so I feel they're going to be back and ready to go next year and be back in this position next year.
The Cougars may have been swept off the floor tonight, and the fans were disappointed about that. But there is renewed hope, and there will be opportunity for these fans to come back here to Las Vegas. Reporting in Vegas, Andrew LaRose, Y Sports.
The softball team went to Orem to take on UVU in the crosstown clash, but it ended up more like a crosstown bash. Cleanup hitter Libby Sugg crushes this 3-run bomb into the afternoon sky for her 10th home run of the season. She was a perfect 3 for 3 at the plate, hitting 2 doubles as well. to add to the extra base extravaganza. Sugg wasn't the only one to go deep in the game as Caitlin Aldridge belted her 6th shot of the season as well. The Cougar offense was on full display in this one, and Carissa Viramontes matched it with 4 shutout innings. The Cougs bashed their crosstown rivals, taking this one 11-0. Draymond Green and the rest of the Warriors were falling for Donovan Mitchell's crossover all night. Literally. Check out this filthy crossover that Mitchell puts on Green, who fumbles to the floor, face plants, and watches Mitchell scooping layup from the floor. It's so pretty, I think we need to see it again from a different angle. Mitchell not only destroys Green, but puts the moves on JaVale McGee and sends it high off the glass for the stellar finish. That wasn't the only part of Mitchell's day that was stellar. He also added a new rookie record to his resume. Facing the Golden State Warriors, a team best known for the Splash Brothers and raining threes, Mitchell broke Damian Lillard's all-time record for most threes in a season for a rookie. The record comes the night before the Jazz are set to play Lillard and the Trailblazers in the last game of the season. Mitchell is also making his case in one of the most contested Rookie of the Year races in recent memory. He wore this sweatshirt that defines the word rookie to throw some friendly shade at fellow rookie Ben Simmons, who is considered the frontrunner for the award. The rest of the team did all right, giving the Warriors their worst loss since Steve Kerr was hired as their head coach. The Jazz dismantled the reigning NBA champs, winning this one 119-79, and are headed to Portland with the 3 seed on the line. Tonight's game will determine whether the Jazz finish the season as the 3, 4, or 5 seed in the West. If the Jazz win, they secure the 3 seed and will face the 6 seed. If the Jazz lose, they will drop at least to the 4 seed, but could fall as far as the 5 seed depending on if the Thunder win tonight against the Grizzlies. The Thunder are currently projected to be the Jazz's most likely first-round opponent. The Sixers' win streak and a surprising debut headlined the rest of the eventful day in the NBA. Ben Simmons has the Sixers firing on all cylinders, dishing out dimes like this one to J.J. Redick. Redick finished this one with 28 points and was 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. The Sixers made easy work of the low-flying Hawks, getting their 15th straight win, 121-113. After 10 years of playing in the G League, Lakers guard Andre Ingram made his NBA debut, and he made it count. Ingram led the Lakers with 19 points, shooting 6 of 8 from the field and 4 of 5 from three-point land. Lakers fans were loving every minute of it, even showering him with MVP chants late in the game. The improbable star heroics weren't enough, though, as the league-leading Rockets still won the game 105-99. We'll be right back.